Welcome inside the D Event Center on the campus of Weber State University for High School Rewind's production of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament, presented on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, at any time on Xfinity On Demand. I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us. Our first round matchup, the Spanish Fork Dons and the Roy Royals. Apologize, been a long day. But you got now standing matchup of Spanish Fork and Roy, and two teams are going to go up and down the floor. It'll be a lot of fun. Hunter Schofield is a young man you got to look out for. Spanish Fork averaged over 19 points a game, and he's going to look to lead the Dons to a first-round win. They got bounced in the first round a year ago, looking to get to the second round and beyond here in the state tournament. The Roy Royals have been up and down, ebbing flow year out of Region 5. They're led by Cody Hobbs, a multi-sport star for the Royals, and he's played very well. You know, our teams, a couple of key players and a couple of keys of the game. We go back. It'll be the opening tip-off. You're watching the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament, presented by High School Rewind.
A 6'3" senior forward, number 21, Nate Jones. And a 6'5" senior forward, number 31, Blake Lamb. The Royals are coached by Dan McClure. Here now are the officials for this ball game: Brandon Wilkins, Derek Nyman, and Sean Cottle. High school basketball fans, it's time for tip-off of state championship basketball.
Roy Royals and the Spanish Fork Dons ready to get it going. And the opening tip will be controlled by the Dons. Tracking down and bringing it up the floor is Benson Reese, the second leading scorer for the Dons. Cross court to Taylor Anderson. Anderson will step into a long three. Can't get it to go, and out of bounds off of Roy, and will stay here with Spanish. Reese inbounds, and we're up top with Parker Bowman, who pulls for three. Bowman off the mark, tracked down by Vincent Jones, but the inbound are saved into Anderson underneath, and Hobbs strips it away. We'll stay here with Spanish Fork. Inbound. Long range, two off the mark, and 0 for 3 to start for the Dons. Quick on the push now with Roy. Has that ball stolen. Going the other way with Reese. Reese reverses out and hands back to Schofield. Schofield, the leading scorer for the Dons. Can't get it to go. Tipped and then saved in. No, he's out of bounds. We'll stay with Spanish Fork. Roy just doesn't want to have an offensive possession to get started in this game. 49 seconds in. Another opportunity here for Spanish. Benson Reese. And Parker Bowman hands back to Reese, and now we got a foul on Cody Hobbs.
I'll call out number 3, Cody Hobbs. First personal, first team foul.
Hands off to Parker Bowman. Bowman terminates, goes cross court to Taylor Anderson. Drops to the side, back out. Anderson for 3, and Anderson buries the triple. Tanner Anderson from downtown. And the Dons take a 3-0 lead. Up the floor now with Cody Hobbs and the Royals. Hobbs up top. Hobbs drives inside out to Jacob Payne. Payne drives hard to the hole, off the glass and in. Right back down the floor with the Dons. Outside to Anderson. Straight away now Bowman. Bowman leaves it back. Reese goes to the outside. Schofield has moved. Turnover, and we'll go with Roy. An early 3-2 lead for Spanish. Down the lane, Hobbs floated up, no. Rebound to Lamb. High off the glass, can't get it to go. Tipped up, no. And again, tipped away, and then we'll go with Spanish Fork out of bounds off of Roy. Down the floor with Spanish Fork. Here's Benson Reese. Sends outside to Anderson. Now up top, Hunter Schofield. Schofield kicks out. Leave it for him along the baseline. Schofield jump it up. Back rim, no. Rebound taken by Bowman. He can't get it to go. Send up top to Anderson. Anderson jumping from the free throw line. He bakes it in. When in doubt, use glass. Anderson now with 5 points. Here's Lamb. Now to Jones. Jones sends it out to Hobbs. Up top now with Payne. Off the screen. Cooking down the floor with the Dons. Step back three from Reese off the mark. Rebound taken by Lamb. Lamb pushing up the floor. And he loses the handle. Spanish Fork thought it was off of Roy. They're going to call it off of Spanish. We'll stay here with Roy. Inbound to Hobbs. He gives it up to Nate Jones. Near side with Payne. Straight away with Lamb. Lamb back to Hobbs. Back to Jones. Nate Jones pump fake. Down the lane. Jones goes down the lane and throws it down with one hand. Did not see that coming in. Jones supplies us with a possible top 5 play. Follow us at HS Rewind. We'll tweet them out at the end of the day. Inside, Schofield. Can't get it to go off the glass. Tipped up and in. Nice job with a follow. And that was Connor Anderson. Outside Libby. Back up top to Hobbs. Near side to Payne. Cross court Hobbs. And now Lamb. Lamb will drive. Takes the bump and floats it up and in. Quickly ahead. Here's Taylor Anderson. He pulls for 3. Anderson off the mark. Rebound. Taken by Libby. Hands off to Hobbs. And Hobbs and the Royals can look for their first lead. Over to Nate Jones, who just had that dunk. Payne along the baseline to Lamb. He'll jump it up too strong. And the rebound. Grabbed by Bowman. Quickly down the floor. Outside to Reese. And Reese will reset. Up top, working on Hobbs. Terminates, gives up to Schofield. He'll jump it inside the arc, can't get it to go. Rebound off the hands of Libby, taken by Schofield. Nice job of staying alive. That ball stolen by Hobbs. He tips it back off of Nate Jones. Now Lamb on the floor, and we got a dual possession, and the possession arrow belongs to Roy.
Roy basketball.
2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the opening quarter. Spanish Fork with the 7-6 lead. Up top with Dakota Nalder. Nalder now to Lamb. Lamb back to Nalder. Longer possession here from Roy. Here's Hobbs up top, Nate Jones. Jones on the backdoor cut, had the ball picked off. Going the other way with Schofield. Schofield terminates, has that ball poked away by Hobbs. Picked up and now still loose. Crazy moment of the ball game, but the Spanish Fork Dons will retain possession. Parker Bowman will inbound to Benson Reese. Outside now in the corner. Got a man all alone. Anderson puts it up and in. He got lost in the shuffle. And Connor Anderson with the bucket. And the Andersons have combined for the first 9 points of this game for the Dons. Nate Jones drop it into Hobbs. Hobbs send out to Lamb for three, and Lamb knocks down the triple. And ties us up at 9. Here's Reese, near side Anderson. Anderson send out to Bowman. Bowman cross court, stepping into a three and knocking it down as Taylor Anderson. And Anderson having an outstanding first quarter. He's got 8 points. Inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter, 55 seconds now on a rolling clock. Hobbs outside to Payne. Lamb now near side. Nalder trying to get that ball inside to Jones, and Anderson with the steal. Jones didn't seal it off, and it's going to be the Dons walking up the floor for the final 30 seconds. The way it's gone, Taylor Anderson should get this final shot. Yeah, man's got the hot hand here in the first quarter. He's buried 2 threes and also has a 2-point bucket. 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. High post, Schofield has that ball poked away by Nalder. Send ahead to Jones, and Jones is tied up by Bowman. And that's the first Spanish fork foul of the quarter. They'll be inbound with the Royals, along the baseline. 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Inbound in. Payne, Lamb, 2 seconds. Lamb, scoop it up. No, too strong. And that'll do it for the first quarter. At the end of one quarter, it's Spanish Fork 12, Roy 9. You're watching the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament presented by High School Rewind on live.ksl.com, deseretnews.com, anytime on Xfinity On Demand, and Spanish Fork TV. Start of the second quarter. Dons with a 3-point lead. It was a strong first quarter from the Andersons for Spanish Fork. Taylor Anderson with 8 points in the quarter. And 4 points for Connor Anderson. That ball poked away. And now we got a foul on Hobbs. That'll be number 2. As he fouls Benson Reese. Hobbs will come off the floor. He'll give way for Payne. Inbound to Reese. 7:25 on a rolling clock here in the first half. Been an exciting day of the 4A state tournament. Had a double overtime game of the first game of the day, and our last game with double overtime as well as Bowman's 3 goes in and out. Rebound taken by Lamb. Blake Lamb on the push. Sends back to Nate Jones. Jones, a receiver on the football team that made it to the state championship game. They got the Roy faithful so excited this year. The biggest crowd we've seen in a long time at Rice Eccles Stadium was from Roy High School. Libby into the corner. Payne drive the base, swatted away. Oh, what a block by Schofield. Huge block by Schofield, and the possession now belongs to Roy. Oh, that was big time. Payne will inbound, gets it into Lamb. Lamb takes the bump, and it crawls off, and it'll be a foul on Schofield, and it'll be 2 free throws for Blake Lamb. And Lamb leaves that one short. First free throw was off the mark from Lamb. And the second crawls in. .6:35 on a rolling clock here in the first quarter. 12-10 the lead for Spanish Fork. Anderson to Reese. Across to Bowman. Bowman along the baseline, send out to Anderson. Anderson will drive, go at Lamb. He was fouled before on the drive. Let's see who the foul goes on. The foul goes on Nate Jones. It'll be inbound, it'll be 2 shots from Taylor Anderson. And it lips out on the second. Quickly down the floor, 12-10 the lead for Spanish Fork, and Nate Jones fouled along the baseline. They're going to call it on the floor, and the foul will be charged to Spanish Fork's number 10, and that is Jason Money.
Number 10, Jason Money, his first, third Dono's team foul.
Inbound to Lamb. Here's Jones in the corner. Nice find inside, but Nalder unable to hang on to the pass. Quickly down the floor. Here's Schofield. Nice job of getting around the defender, and they get him with a charge. Lamb was outside the halo and waiting for it. And we'll go the other way with Roy.
Connor Anderson checks in, along with number 3, Tanner Argyle.
Roy looking to tie or take the lead. Spanish Fork has led beginning for the first 10 minutes of this ball game. Libby, cross court Nalder. Into the corner. Payne back to Nalder. Now Jones tries to send out to Libby, picked off by Reese. Reese on the push. Got Royals giving chase. Reese stripped from behind by Libby. They're going to call it out of bounds off of Payne. And now checking in for Roy is number 24. Apologize, we don't have a 24 on our roster, on either roster. So here's Money. Sends it up top to Argyle. Now Reese, he'll reset. Back in the corner, Argyle. Thought about 3, drop it inside. Anderson, he sends out to Bowman. Bowman loses the handle. Gets it back, floated up, leaves it short. And rebounds loose, then taken by Nalder. Nalder on the run. Nalder gives up the Payne. Oh, nice find inside and a bucket. It's Daniel Pelays. Ties us up at 12. And on the steal down the floor, Nalder. Nalder outside, 3 on the way, off the mark, and the rebound taken by Bowman. the floor now with Reese. Tanner Argyle holding up top. Reese now in the corner to Bowman. Argyle back to Bowman. Inside out Benson. Here's Argyle. Now Benson Reese. Off the screen and Money. Outside, here's Bowman. Parker Bowman terminates, kicks up top. Argyle for three. That's off the mark. Rebound in out of the hands of Money. And it'll be a short. Short on the putback. And then Anderson with the board and bucket. And he'll go to the line. Looking for the three-point play. Nice job by Connor Anderson. Gets the board, takes the bump, gets the bucket. And they'll go to the line.
Anderson with the basket. One more coming at the line. Cody Hobbs will check back.
Hobbs checks back in. Payne will take a seat. 14 fouls on Roy, 14 fouls on the Dons. As Anderson, his +1 free throw rolls off, plays with the board. He'll hand back to Hobbs, and Hobbs will run it into the front court. Hobbs outside Libby. Into Lamb. Lamb leaves that one a little too strong. Money with the board. Now on the run for Spanish Fork, looking to extend their lead. Here's Benson Reese outside, 3:20 on a rolling clock here in the second quarter. Argyle now in the corner. Anderson sends it up top to Reese. Money inside out to Argyle. Three on the way from Reese, and Benson Reese from downtown. And it's a 17-12 lead for Spanish Fork. Near side to Hobbs. He'll pull for three. That goes in and out. Rebound taken by Anderson. On the run now with Reese. Reese, a transition three. That nearly went down. Anderson nearly had the board outside along the sideline. Saved. No, he said he stepped out of bounds. Reese stepped out. It'll be Roy Ball. Nate Jones will check in for Lamb with 2:40 remaining in the second quarter. Quite the quick first half. We're quite a ways away from bonus free throws from either side. Clean played game. As we hold up top of Nalder. Give it up to Hobbs. Hobbs cross court to Jones. Up top, three on the way from Nalder. That goes in and out. Money goes up tall to pick the defensive board. Now on the run. Anderson leaves it to Reese. Now to Money along the baseline. He sends out Reese with the flyby. Now he kicks it out to Anderson. He steps inside out to Reese. Now Argyle. Argyle will drive the lane, give it up to Anderson. Oh, nice pick and roll. And Anderson lays it up and in. Connor Anderson with the bucket. Timeout, Roy. 1:58 remaining in the second quarter. Spanish Fork 19, Roy 12. It's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching the 2015 4A State Championship, presented by High School Rewind on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, anytime, Xfinity On Demand, and Spanish Fork TV.
Remember to refuel with chocolate milk for all the nutrition you need and to help you perform at your best. Plus, it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk. It's a natural for post-exercise recovery. Royals basketball following the timeout.
Out of the timeout, down the floor we go with Roy. Jones up top with Hobbs, cross court to Nalder. Nalder tried to drop it inside, stolen by Money. On the push now. Reese. Transition three. Nice job at tracking that down by Libby. Saved in by Money. Back in the corner. Money baseline jumper. Off the mark and rebound. Grabbed by Roy Hobbs. Or Cody Hobbs. And he's fouled by Reese.
Call on number 4, Benson Reese. His first. Team foul number 5. Tanner Argyle checks back into the Spanish Fork lineup. And for the Royals, number 31, Blake Lamb, back on the floor.
Up the floor we go with Cody Hobbs and the Roy Royals. Hands back to Nalder. Nalder now to press down to Lamb. Blake Lamb up top with Nalder. Terminates and gets out to Jones. Here's Hobbs, cross court. Nalder leaves on the baseline to Lamb. Lamb powers his way to the hole, can't get it to go. And the rebound is off the leg of Anderson. Money giving chase, saved in by Nalder. And it'll be another jump ball. Anderson tries to save it ahead to Money. Nate Jones comes away with the loose ball and will go up the floor with Roy. 45 seconds remaining in the half. Hobbs for 3. And Hobbs knocks down the 3 ball. 19-15, 35 seconds remaining in the half. Big 3 from Hobbs. Nice move into the lane. We're going to have a charge. Libby was sitting there waiting for it. And a charge will go the other way with Roy. Up the floor with Hobbs and the Royals. 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Get within 2 or 1 with the 3-pointer. Hobbs with 10 seconds. Try to get that in. The Lamb does. Get it down low to Jones. Jones double clutch, put it up and in. 2 seconds remaining. Inbound. This will count if it goes from Anderson. And at the end of 2 quarters, it's Spanish Fork 19, Roy 17. We're going to step aside for halftime. You are watching the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament presented by High School Rewind on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, anytime on Xfinity On Demand, and Spanish Fork TV.
Basketball to start this second half.
Start of the second half, and we'll start with the Dons. 2-point lead. They've led throughout this ball game. In the corner to Anderson after a hot start. A quiet second quarter. Up top with Reese. Reese lob in to Schofield, and Schofield is fouled. Let's see if they give that to Jones or if they give it to Lamb. The foul goes on Nate Jones.
Nate Jones, his second personal, first team foul.
Lob in to Schofield. Anderson back up top. Schofield jumper on the way, off the mark. And quickly down the floor with the Royals. Jones has that ball stolen by Anderson. Anderson on the push. He's got Reese. Nice ball fake. Reverse it up and in. Beautiful take and finish by Anderson. He's got 13. Up top with Jones. Now on the post, Libby. Libby goes up, can't get it to go. Rebound to Schofield. In the hands of Reese. Reese will walk it up the floor. Reese hounded by Hobbs. Up top with Bowman. Bowman in the lane, send it out to Anderson. Now Reese off the screen. 3 on the way, no good. And rebound grabbed by Payne. Payne on the push, just gets it away to Lamb. Lamb with the flyby, lays it up, no. Fighting for the loose ball, it's taken by Reese. Reese hits the deck, and now a foul on Lamb. That'll be his first personal foul and the second team foul.
And the foul number 31, Blake Lamb. Personal foul number 1, team foul number 2.
Quick on the floor, here's Schofield. Fall away, Jay. And Schofield gets his first points. Leading scorer for the Dons. Throughout the season, that ball tracked down by Jones in the hands now of Cody Hobbs. Hobbs, an outstanding tight end on the football team this season. Also leader here on this basketball team. Libby up top, that ball picked off. He telegraphed it. Anderson with a nice behind the back move, leaves it for Reese. Reese goes up and puts it in. Timeout, Roy. Full timeout taken. We'll take it with them. 5:46 remaining in the third quarter. Spanish Fork 25, Roy 7.
Thanking Lishwell Tires for being our title sponsor again this year. Guaranteeing your service like they guarantee their tires. For over 50 years, they've been committed to providing their customers the most for their tire dollar. Price, value, and selection. At Lishwell, doing the right thing since 1952. Checking into the Royals lineup following the timeout, Dakota Nalder.
Now the timeout up the floor with the Royals. Here's Hobbs pulling for three. Cody Hobbs knocks down his second three ball. Roy really needed that. Here's Schofield working on Jones as the ball slapped away. Now in the hands of Libby, ahead to Nate Jones. Jones has one dunk, passes off to Nalder, and they get him with the travel. So turnover on Roy after forcing a turnover. Up the floor we go with Spanish Fork leading by 5. That ball stolen by Jones. Saved ahead to Lamb. Lamb on the run. Lamb goes up and misses the dunk. He could feel the pressure from Anderson and he missed it. On the run, Reese give it up to Anderson. Cross court to Bowman. Bowman up top with Reese, and Spanish Fork will reset the offense. Reese, hard to the hole, floated up and in. Benson Reese, unofficially now with 7 points. Outside three on the way, Nalder no. Lamb with the board, back up and in. Lamb now with 6. Reese drives on Hobbs, hands back Schofield. Schofield misses that one. Lamb with the board. On the push. Lamb now to Jones. Jones over to Hobbs along the baseline to Libby. Libby with the drive. Oh, nice dish inside to Jones.
Basket by Nate Jones with a nice assist from Lamont.
And it's 27-24. So that's Winton Lamar. Anderson kicks back to Bowman. Bowman up top. This is Benson Reese, 3:15 remaining in the third quarter. Reese hands back to Bowman. Bowman on the drive. Hanging on a pivot and the key. And Anderson with this, who gives it up. Lamar on the run. And now a foul by Benson Reese. It's the first team foul for Spanish Fork in the second half.
Well, the number 4, Benson Reese, his second. First team foul of this half. Checking in for the Royals now, number 24 is Daniel Pelaez.
Lamb will take a seat. 3 on the way for Hobbs. That was short. Oh, it came off flat off his hand. Quick on the run. Nalder trying to track down the loose ball. Gets to it. Now on the push with the Royals. Nalder down the lane to the cup and finishes.
Dakota Nalder for 2.
1 point ball game. Spanish Fork 27, Roy 26. Into the front court with Hobbs. Here's Bowman. Bowman driving on Pelaez. Got up and under and in. Nice take and finish by Bowman. Clean on the floor with Hobbs. Hobbs off the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound collected by Bowman, now on the push with the Dons. He terminates. Into the corner, Anderson. Drop it inside to Schofield. It's poked away by Jones. Hard to the hole with Reese. Reese can't finish. And a quick jump ball, and a possession arrow belongs to Roy.
And it will be a Royals basketball. Jason Money now checks back in to the Dons lineup, replacing Parker Bowman.
Three-point lead for Spanish Fork. 1:50 remaining in the third quarter. Up the floor with Hobbs. Here's Lamar. Over to Hobbs on the angle. Drop it into Jones. Jones blocked by Anderson, and they're going to get Anderson with the foul. And it's a tough call against Connor Anderson. They'll put Nate Jones at the line to shoot 2.
32, Connor Anderson, his first, second team foul. Nate Jones goes to the line to shoot 2.
Jones hit the first free throw and has another. And hits the second. Nate Jones now with 8 points. Up the floor, oh, nice pirouette move. Reese up and under, and they got him with a foul. Reese will go in line to shoot 2, and the foul will be charged to Pelaez.
Number 24, Daniel Pelaez, his first, third team foul. But in the act of shooting, will go to the line. Reese.
Lamb will check back in as Reese hits the first.
Back into the Royals lineup. Number 31 is Blake Lamb. And also checking in for Spanish Fork, number 34, Parker Bowman.
Bowman comes back on the floor for Spanish Fork as well. Hayes Anderson is going to get a breather. 1:28 remaining in the third quarter. Reese hit the first, and hits the second. Quick up the floor now with Hobbs and the Royals. Nalder drop it in to Jones. Gets some space on Anderson. Too strong. Lamar back with it, and a foul on the shot. Lamar will go to the line to shoot 2, and a foul will go on Schofield.
Foul goes to number 44, Hunter Schofield. That is his third. It's the third Spanish Fork team foul. Shooting 2. Non-substitution number 3, Tanner Argyle, replaces Schofield with those 3 fouls.
Argyle comes on the floor as Lamar hit the first and leaves the second well short. And we'll go back down the floor with Spanish. (31-29) Spanish Fork. 1:10 remaining in the third quarter. Here's Argyle. Reese now over to Money. Money hanging on here near side. Now Argyle. Now Bowman. Kicks out the Money. And now 50 seconds remaining. See if Spanish Fork looks for the final shot. Reese backs up. Inside of 40 seconds, near side Argyle. Bowman kicks out to Money. Money now out top to Reese. 25 seconds remaining in the third. And the Dons are going to hold this final shot. 20 seconds now. 15 seconds. Near side Argyle. High post up top to Benson, or pardon me, Anderson. And a turnover. It'll be Roy Ball with 9 seconds remaining. Hobbs will let it roll up the floor. Up the floor now with Hobbs. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Try to thread the needle. That's a long pass out of bounds. And we'll stay here. Lamb will trigger. 3 seconds remaining. Gets it into Lamar. Lamar backs his way in, and Anderson called for a foul. That's a tough call on Anderson again. 2 of Anderson's fouls. Well, both of them are both tough calls, and it'll be Lamar back at the line.
Team foul number 4. Lamar shoots 2. Checking in for Spanish Fork, number 35, Jax Tobiasen. Replacing Anderson.
Lamar got the first. And the second. 31 all, 1 second, so count if it goes. And at the end of 3, we're all tied up at 31. Spanish Fork 31, Roy 31, heading to the fourth and final frame. Want to remind clues in this game, we're going to select our Nudge player of the game. With over 500 employees, Nudge, one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. To learn more about Nudge and their community outreach programs, go to www.nudge.com. As always, High School Rewind is powered by Xfinity Internet. To learn more about Xfinity, its X1 system, or the Xfinity Triple Play, go to www.xfinity.com. Heading to the fourth quarter, we're going to step aside, and we'll be back with fourth quarter action right after this. Start of the fourth quarter, and we'll start with the Dons. Tied up at 31. Anderson got a nice rest at the end of the third quarter. She had plenty in the tank. And there's a steal by Jones in the hands of Hobbs, ahead to Nate Jones. Jones tried to leave that to Nalder. Nalder tracks it down. Lamar give it up to Jones, and he misses the layup. Put up by Lamb. He couldn't get it to go. Jones and Money fight for the loose ball, taken by Money. He puts it in the hands of Reese, and Roy blows another opportunity off a turnover. Nice job by Spanish Fork of clearing that out down the floor with the Dons. In the corner, Anderson, handled by Lamar, up top of Bowman. And nearly had that one poked away. Money kicks out to Reese for three. That's off the mark, and a rebound grabbed by Hobbs. Quickly on the push, Nalder. Cross to Lamar. He'll pull for three, off the mark. And Money saves it in. Quickly ahead now to Anderson. Nobody with him. Anderson will lay it up and in. Timeout taken by Spanish Fork with 6:47 remaining in the fourth quarter. It'll be a 30-second timeout now, 12 points for Anderson. And give us time to remind you to follow us on Twitter at HS Rewind. Follow us at HS Rewind. We'll be tweeting out our top 5 plays of every day. So you can go through our Twitter feed and see the plays that we selected from yesterday's 5A state tournament, the first round. At 8 games yesterday, 8 games today. And we'll be running 4 games a day until championship day, when we have only 2. But you'll see all those games right here on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, and anytime on Xfinity On Demand. Certainly want to welcome in our Spanish Fork TV friends. We're excited to be providing this game for Spanish Fork Television. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Out of the timeout, up the floor with Lamar and the Royals. Here's Hobbs. Hobbs with the blow-by, down the lane. Loses the handle, and another charge. We've seen so many of those in the first 2 days. The charge off the pass. And we'll go the other way with Spanish Fork. It's the 4th team foul on Roy. 3rd personal foul on Hobbs. Got 14 fouls on Spanish Fork. Possession belongs to the Royals. Anderson out to Bowman. A ball tipped by Jones on the base or the sideline, out of bounds off of the Royals. We'll stay here with Spanish Fork. Interesting trend in this ball game is the fact that Schofield only has 2 points. Had some shots, just couldn't get him to fall in the first half. And he's also been in foul trouble. Here's Reese. He'll back things up and reset the offense for the Dons. Over to Money. Up top with Reese. One 1-3-1 from the Royals. Into the corner to Anderson. Anderson drive, kick out. Now along the baseline. Here's Schofield. The running right-hander wouldn't go. Bowman kicks out in the corner. 3 on the way from Reese, and another 3 ball from Benson Reese. His second 3 of the ball game. It's a 5-point lead for Spanish Fork. Stolen by Reese. Making some plays here in the fourth quarter. 5:20 remaining in the fourth. Spanish Fork with a 5-point lead, looking to extend. Reese hit the triple and then got the steal. Cross court to Bowman. Bowman has back to Schofield. Schofield is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul be on Nalder. Be his first, team's 5th. Well, they put that on Lamb, and Schofield hits the first.
Roy substitution, number 10, Jacob Payne, back into the lineup, replacing Muller.
Got the first and the second. 7-point lead now for Spanish Fork. We were tied up at 31, and a 7-0 run has given the Dons a 7-point lead here in the fourth quarter, inside of 5 minutes remaining. Here's Nate Jones. Jones now to Hobbs. Hobbs pulls for 3, and Cody Hobbs once again. All 9 of his points are off of 3s, and all 3 have come at critical times for Roy High. 38-34. Off the screen, Reese is looking inside to Schofield. Now cross court to Bowman. Here's Schofield. He terminates out top to Reese. Anderson up top with Money. Now Benson Reese inside out to Money. Hands back to Bowman. Bowman down the lane, floated up, no. Rebound taken by Money, back up and in. First points for Money. One of the star athletes at Spanish Fork High School. Down the lane, Hobbs, nice find in the Lamb, but we got a foul on the drive. And the foul will go against Benson Reese. That'll be his third personal.
Personal foul number 3, team foul number 5.
Lamb triggers into Payne. Up top with Jones. Drop it into Lamb, mishandled it. Gets it back up top. Now at the Hobbs. Hobbs, Jones, nice final on the baseline. And foul as Lamar drives the base, gets fouled to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws with 3:14 remaining in the fourth.
Schofield, his 4th, team foul number 6. Lamar shoots 2.
And Lamar missed the first.
Check back in for Spanish Fork, number 32, Connor Anderson. Number 3, Tanner Argyle.
Argyle comes back on the floor. Lamar short on the second. Money with the board, hands off to Reese. And a chance for Spanish Fork to extend their 6-point lead. 40-34. And timeout Spanish. And it's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 3:04 remaining in the fourth quarter. Spanish Fork 40, Roy 34.
Coming up next, Bountiful and Murray. One of 3 games still to go this evening. Laurel Highland and Timpview Skyview will wrap up this first round of this 4A Boys Basketball Championships. The winner of this game moves on to tip-off at 4:10 on Thursday in the quarterfinals. 4:10 start Thursday here at the Event Center. Let's get it back out here. Mighty Noms fans, Royals fans. Great ball game to this point. It will be Spanish Fork basketball.
Three minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. And a 6-point lead for Spanish Fork. And it poked away by Hobbs. Hobbs ahead, and he will lay it up and in. It's like Spanish are just going to try to spread the floor and eat up the clock. Well, the worst things you can do is try to back into a win. They're spreading the floor once again. And nearly as still as Reese came after the ball. Give it up to Anderson. Anderson kicks it back out to Reese. Oh, nice find inside. And Money lays it up and in. 4 points in the fourth quarter for Money. And it's now 42-36. Here's Hobbs. 2:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. Drop it inside Jones. Back out to Hobbs for 3. Hobbs off the mark. Nice job by Argyle, boxing that out of bounds. 1:57 out on the clock.
Hunter Schofield and number 34, Parker Bowman.
Here's Bowman. Cross-court money up top to Anderson. And here's Reese. The foul on Hobbs, that looked to be clean. 16 foul on the Royals. And that is Hobbs' fourth personal foul. Inbound in the backcourt, Hobbs giving chase. Reese goes back and gets it. Here's Money. Hands back to Reese. And now a foul by Lamb. They're going to extend this game with the fouls. And it'll be free throws coming up for the Dons.
Team foul number 7. So the penalty 1-on-1 coming. Vincent Reese at the line. Connor Anderson checks back in, replacing Schofield.
Reese at the line, front end of 1-on-1, and hits the first. First free throw good. The second as well. Nice game from Reese. He's got 13 points. Hobbs near side to Nalder. Roy's got to move, trailing by 8. Inside to Lamb. Lays it up and in. Timeout, Roy. 30-second timeout. 1:20 remaining in the fourth quarter. And it's Spanish Fork up by 6, 44-38. I want to remind you to follow us on Twitter at HS Rewind. Be tweeting out our players of the game and also our top 5 plays from each day. You can watch this game anytime on the Watch It Network on YouTube or through live.ksl.com or watch it abbreviated format on Xfinity On Demand. Go to On Demand, Utah On Demand, sports, high school sports, then basketball. Also, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we're going to be selecting Nudge Player of the Game. So if you have any suggestions of who that should be, tweet at us at HS Rewind. Let us know who you think should be the Nudge Player of the Game. Out of the timeout, up the floor with Reese. Give it up to Anderson. The Royals are going to have to get a steal and foul. You're going to have Hobbs up top. You're going to have to be smart. He has 4 personal fouls. Reese is now fouled by Nate Jones. And he'll put Reese back at the line to shoot 1-1.
Number 21, Nate Jones, his third. Team foul number 8, and in the penalty, 1-on-1. Reese back at the line. And Connor Anderson back into the Dons line.
Front end of 1-1 for Reese. Got the first and the second. Reese calmly knocking down free throws. Roy's in need of 3 or something here really quickly. Hobbs will drive down the lane, left hand, lays it up and in. Inbound to Reese, full court pressure on from Roy. And here's Anderson, fouled by Jones. It'll be his 3rd personal foul and the last 1-on-1 free throw. Anderson at the line for 1-1. And the Dons knocking down their free throws. We'll have another, after hitting the front end, 1 more. And hits them both. 45 seconds remaining, an 8-point lead for Spanish Fort. Take a miracle from Roy. Here's Hobbs. Will pull for three. Off the front of the iron, no. Lamar with the board, back up and in, and one. Missed the three. Lamar with the board and bucket. He'll go to the line looking for the three-point play.
Number 10, Jason Money, his second. Team foul number 7.
Foul goes on Jason Money.
Lamar will have one at the line.
And Lamar now for the +1.
For the Royals, replacing Nate Jones.
Lamar has been off and on at the line today. Missed his last two. And this one goes in and out and loose out of bounds off of Roy. Money will inbound. And that's out of bounds off of, let me say off of Roy. I looked at one off of, I don't know if Roy ever touched it. But we'll stay here with Spanish. This is a tough angle here. Money. Lobs it in. Lamar's there. And it's taken by Bowman. And a foul on Lamar. It'll be 2 free throws for Bowman.
That one went to Lamar, his second. 10th team foul. So double bonus. Bowman at the line shoots 2.
And the first rattles around and goes down.
And Rex Carpenter now check in for the Royals. Connor Anderson back in for the Dogs. Bowman with one more.
And Bowman calmly knocks down both of them. Spanish Fort sealing this game from the free throw line. Nalder's three off the mark. Lamb with the board, has it slapped away, and he and Jones fight over it. And we will go the other way with Spanish Fork. The Dons are going to move on to the second round. .23 seconds remaining in an 8-point lead for Spanish Fort. Almost inevitable. The Spanish will move on. Cody Hobbs, is fouled out of the ball game. Money gets that ball in. Anderson, foul on Nalder. And Anderson will go to the line to ice this one away.
Dakota Nalder will pick up his first personal. Anderson back at the line, shooting 2.
Remember, Hobbs did not foul out. He just went to the bench, not pick up his 4th foul. He'll come back in after the first free throw from Anderson. Front rim. Roy does have 2 timeouts remaining. Spanish Fork has 3. Missed the first. Hits the second. Quick up the floor. Here's Hobbs. Got to move. Hobbs along the baseline and scoop it up and score it. Is Rex Carpenter. And a 20-second or 30-second timeout taken by Roy. Again, I want to remind you, we're going to have every game right here on live.ksl.com and on DeseretNews.com. And also abbreviated formats will be available through Xfinity On Demand. We'll take out all the delays, all the talking between timeouts, all the quarter ends, and have just a game. It'll run about 40 to 55 minutes, depending on the length of the game. And we've had some absolute classics today. Had a three-pointer at the buzzer from East. We had a double overtime thriller with Kearns and Timpanogos just before this game. And this one has been an entertaining game as well with Spanish Fork and Roy. Money will inbound. Benson Reese trapped along the sideline, and now a foul on Roy. That was on, I believe, Lamar. And that's going to put Benson Reese. And Reese hits the first. Hits the first and the second. And here's Hobbs racing into the front court. Hobbs for three, off the mark, and that'll do it. The Spanish Fork Dons move on to the second round. And the Dons will face the winner of Bountiful and Murray. And another good season for Roy, but a frustrating first round loss to the Spanish Fork Dons. Our final score, Spanish Fork 53, Roy 44. Stay tuned for our post-game wrap-up. And welcome back to the D Event Center, and a 53-44 win for Spanish Fork to move on to the second round. They'll get the winner, Bountiful and Murray, and an outstanding game really for Spanish Fork from beginning to end. They controlled the game against Roy and got things done without their leading scorer, Hunter Schofield, doing a whole lot. He was in foul trouble in the first half. He had 4 points in the ball game. He averages 19 points a game, but he had a number of guys step up and play well. The Andersons stepped up and chipped in a lot of points, but our nudge player of the game made the difference, and that is Benson Reese. Benson Reese had an outstanding game, had 19 points unofficially for the Dons. They come away with this win, did an outstanding job of limiting Roy and their opportunities. Roy had their runs, tied the game up a couple of times, but it was a nice job down the stretch. Reese made the shots and also the free throws down the stretch, iced this thing away for Spanish Fork to get the first round win. Another good year for Roy and another frustrating loss in the state tournament. And but another terrific year in the books for Roy High School. They also have a good baseball team. A lot of things moving forward for the Roy Royals, but an outstanding year. Want to congratulate them on the season they've had, but certainly want to congratulate the Spanish Fork Dons moving on to the second round of the state tournament. Again, they'll get the winner of Bountiful and Murray, and that'll take place on Thursday, and you'll have it right here on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, and abbreviated format anytime on Xfinity On Demand. Again, our Nudge player of the game is going to be Benson Reese. With over 500 employees, Nudge is one of the fastest growing companies in Utah Valley. To learn more about Nudge and their community outreach programs, go to www.nudge.com. Again, our final score, Spanish Fork 53, Roy 44. Our Nudge player of the game, Benson Reese. For Vince Francis, Thompson Coles, I'm Dusty Lister. Thanks for joining us watching High School Rewind's coverage of the 2015 4A Boys State Championship Basketball Tournament on live.ksl.com, DeseretNews.com, and anytime on Xfinity On Demand.